Insights at the She Shed, and I am Julie Hesowitz with Remax Suburban, your realtor.
I'm Jeannie Gorey, Neighborhood Loans, Money in the Middle.
Jamie Safransky, realtor, Remax Suburban.
Today we have a fantastic guest here, Stacey Montgomery with Stacey M Designs. She's a local children's author, and she specializes pretty much in self-esteem, right?
Yes, empowering kids.
Empowering children.
Yes.
So, how
Awesome
did you get
subject.
started in this?
Well, I've actually had a business for over 20 years. I was always interested in illustrating, creating illustrations of kids, with different skin tones, different hair colors, different ethnicities. I always wanted kids to see images of themselves out in the world that looks like them, to make them happy, to make them smile, to empower them. Then a few years ago, I decided that I really wanted to have a greater impact as far as empowering kids. So I've always loved journaling. So I decided guided journals.
6 of them so
Yes.
far.
6 of them, yes.
Wow.
We
And
have
they're
5
really,
with
really,
us.
they're super cool. So, well, what can we kind of, since we help with real estate, people, families moving, we thought, that can be a very stressful time
Exactly.
for kids
Yep.
during
Yep.
the transition.
Yep.
Do you have some suggestions on what?
I
how they can-
do. So, as you said, moving can be is pretty much always
Stressful for
always for
everyone.
everybody in the family, the adults as well as the kids, the pets,
Yeah.
everybody. It gets crazy during when you have to move, whether it's around the corner, across town, another state, or whatever. It's a stressful time.
Right.
And for kids in particular, they can be really, really sad, stressed, angry, fearful, a lot of emotions, because they feel they have no control over the situation, and they feel a sense of loss of maybe friends, going to a different school, just lots of
Lots of the routine, too,
lots of the
right?
routine.
Their home that they've known.
Exactly. So my tip is to help ease that transition is journaling.
Journaling.
Of course, parents talk to the kids and they, tell them we're going to move and it's all going to be great. You can make new friends, that type of thing.
And they seem so resilient. Like, kids seem like they just
Right.
bounce back, right?
And
Right.
Nothing,
It's not quite
nothing
that
affects
simple.
them.
And it's
Right.
not that quite that simple for many kids.
Yeah.
So, and some kids just aren't willing or able to just open up and talk
Just
about
to say,
it.
they can't express it.
They can't
They
express
can't
it.
express how they're feeling.
Right,
necessarily.
and again, because they feel that there's nothing they can do about it, the move is going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Let's just go along and
let's
be
just go
happy
with it.
because mom and dad want you to be happy.
Exactly.
And these
Right.
books, by the way, the journal books have leading questions in them. So if the child doesn't know how to journal,
Right.
they can.
Exactly.
This kind of gives
So
them an
that's
idea
called-
of thoughts to put down.
That's what a guided journal or
A
Guided
journal.
journal. The key is guided.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, what I recommend is, give your child a journal. It doesn't have to be one of these. But
Sure it does,
These are
because these are the
great.
best.
Yeah, really can be.
What is the age group here for your journal?
8 to 12
Okay, so
8 to
these
12.
are really for 8 to
Okay.
12, but journaling is good for
any age.
and
Yeah.
even me, but everybody.
Right,
But
everybody.
high school kids.
Exactly. So
College
if you're moving, your 16-year-old is kind of like unhappy, your 17-year-old, then you know what? Give them a journal, whether it's this one or a blank journal, but give them leading questions.
I like the lead in.
So
Yeah.
I ask them, write down for them or tell them, write about this. I am unhappy about this move. This move makes me sad because I'm angry about this move because, and just let them write. And then, if they choose to, they may come back to you and let you read it. And oftentimes, when you have a piece of paper and a question, a prompt, and you write, it's very therapeutic, and it allows you to organize your thoughts.
That's what I think is important.
Right,
is
well,
organizing your
exactly.
thoughts.
And so it's what you put on paper may not be, the kid may not be able to articulate it, but
Right.
once they sit down and really reflect and write, they may get it out on the paper, and then they may show you, the
Right.
parent, or they may be willing to talk about it.
Maybe it's easier to talk
easier to
after
talk
you
about it.
organized
Once,
it.
yeah,
Exactly.
how they
And you
figure
know
it
what
out.
that feeling is maybe because you've written
Wrote
it
it
down.
down.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
And it may also then help pinpoint the main problem with the move. I mean, sometimes kids are just generally angry. I'm just mad we're moving. But why? I'm just mad. But because I'll miss my best friend.
Yeah,
Right.
why are you
Right.
right?
I don't
What's
want to go
really
to a new
bothering
school.
you?
Right.
Right.
I love my room the way it is.
Right.
This is my room,
Right,
or
right.
whatever. I like, this in the neighborhood. You know, going to this place, this basketball team or soccer team. You know, I'm going to miss my gymnastics friends. And then you know what the main problem is, and then you can help your child
To work through it.
work
Good.
through that specific
Right.
problem.
So really, if you're going to start this journaling, what do you think? Good timing would be like how far in advance? You know you're going to move. Like the minute you know
Yeah.
you're going to move?
The minute you know
Like
you're
even
going to
before
move.
you start looking at houses?
Right, the minute,
or-
because I mean, you may not know what house you're going to get,
Right.
but you may
Right.
know it's going to be in this town or in
Okay.
this general area.
Okay.
So you know that okay, my kid is not going to be able to go to the same school anymore.
Right.
Right.
You
So
know,
we need-
so you know,
It's
start
very hard.
Start those conversations, even if it's a year in advance. Just start. You know, let's write about it. Let's think about it, and just you know, every now and then you kind of like you maintain that conversation.
Yeah.
And you maintain you keep the journaling up, ask different questions, and I think over time, the child will have gotten more comfortable with it,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
and will
That makes
understand the
sense.
solution. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm moving an hour away or 10 hours away from my best friend, but
Yeah.
I can always you know text or FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
write them
if you
a
have
letter.
to,
Write them a letter.
or
Right.
you know, give your
Visit.
child. You know, let's go pick out some special stationery.
Yeah.
Yes.
And give a box to your friend so you two know that once you leave, you know, you can write letters as well
Yeah,
as
That's a great.
yeah.
I love
And
that.
you know, we hate to cut you off
Yeah,
here.
me too.
Time is
Okay.
short, and
Time
we're
is
going
short.
to go ahead and set up a little video
Thank you so
afterwards,
much.
a little Instagram,
Okay.
and please visit Stacey M Designs. And
And
thank you, Stacey, for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Stacey.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.